Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a random review. I am Random Ross and today I'm reviewing The Devil Wears Prada 2. Yes, sequel to the 2006 film The Devil Wears Prada, and it's based on the characters by Lauren Weisberger. I'm pronouncing that right. So it is a comedy drama sequel that is written by Elaine Ross McKenna and David Frankel, same writer and director from the first film, and it stars Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, Justin Theroux, Kenneth Branagh, and Stanley Tucci. So, the film sees it reprises their roles and that. So, 20 years after the previous film, let's see here. Here we are. So, Andy Sachs reunites with Miranda Priestly as they navigate their careers amid the decline of traditional magazine publishing. That's like the essential plot there. What did I like about this one? Well, it was 2 hours exactly, and slightly longer than the previous movie. I thought it was great that a majority of the main cast came back and reprised their roles, especially with like Emily Blunt and Stanley Tucci being more recognisable names. We had some newcomers as well, such as Justin Theroux and Kenneth Branagh. Kenneth Branagh, again, I obviously know from various roles. So yeah, I thought good performances all around. You know, all the women, and Stanley Tucci, acting as if they popped off set for not 20 years, but for 20 minutes, even less than that. It's like they all just slid back into their roles, which I thought was great, and good cinematography, you know, good like New York setting and stuff, fashion and what have you. But one more thing I forgot to mention, which which is why is it cutting on? This is like up to date with the times, you know, like this is the digital age, and in this film they acknowledge that the digital age is taking a lot of jobs and doing a lot of jobs, and how, you know, magazines these days, you can still get physical copies, but it's all online now. So yeah, there was like the online bit as well with this film, and that so put that bit in there. Back to my main focuses of it though. But yeah, I did like that it was acknowledging the digital age. But I'm going to be realistic here. This film just isn't for me. Okay, I've given these movies a chance. I watched the first one, so I'm ready for this one. And yeah, the movies they're just not my sort of chick flick. If I watch a chick flick, it's got to be a bit funnier, a bit more raunchy and wittier. But obviously people will like this film, probably women and that, and maybe men and that, you know. But yeah, I gotta be honest, I found it a bit of a snooze fest to get through and a bit of a chore towards the final act. We get a musical cameo from Lady Gaga as well in there, and a song she performs for it too. But yeah, like I say, I don't regret watching these films. I knew it, you know, I wanted to know if they were good or bad. They're not bad, but they're just not for me. Okay, I'm just giving you my full honest opinion on it. You know, like I said, I've given this franchise a shot, and it's just not my type of film, if I'm being honest. It bored me a little bit, but that was no fault of the film. Like I said, it just wasn't for me. But like I say, I gave it a chance, you know, and I thought, okay, maybe the sequel could be a bit better, you know, but sequels are always a hit and miss. But yeah, I'm just, like I say, I'm glad I watched it, but I probably won't watch it again anytime soon. Neither of the two films, but it was okay, good, but not brilliant. And like I say, just not my sort of film. So yeah, I think I've gone on enough now. Let's just get to the ratings. I will give it. Still, I like to think it was made with care. I'll give it. I'll give it. I'll probably give this a 2.5 out of 5. So halfway there, I'd say 2.5 out of 5 for The Devil Wears Prada 2. So there you go. There is my review for that one. Have you seen it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to get a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All my social media links are linked down below in the description, so you can check all that out. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description. And if you love horror content, I have a channel for that too down below in the description or the cards above here. So feel free to check all that out. Anyway, I've been Random Ross. This has been a random review. And until next time, I bid you all a goodbye.